Welcome back to True Crime Vault Archive, where we uncover the world's darkest mysteries, unsolved crimes, and forgotten legends. Deep in the remote wilderness of Patagonia, Chile, lies a tiny island covered with weathered wooden crosses. No towns, no witnesses, no clear answers. More than a century ago, dozens of workers arrived here seeking a better future. Many never left. To this day, nobody knows exactly how they died. Was it disease, starvation, poison, or something far darker? This is the chilling mystery of Isla de los Muertos, the Island of the Dead. The Island of the Dead, Chile's unsolved mass death mystery. True Crime Vault Archive. Chapter 1, The End of the World. In the early 1900s, southern Chile was one of the most isolated places on Earth. Patagonia was a land of dense forests, freezing rivers, violent storms, and almost no infrastructure. Travel was dangerous. Communication was nearly impossible. Many considered it the edge of civilization. Yet despite these challenges, businessmen saw opportunity. Timber companies wanted to exploit the region's vast forests. To do so, they needed workers. Lots of them. Hundreds of laborers were recruited from the Chiloé archipelago. Most were poor men desperate for employment. They were promised wages, food, and a chance to build a better life. But what awaited them was something entirely different. Chapter 2, The Workers Arrive. In 1905, groups of workers traveled south to the Baker River region. Their mission was simple: cut timber, build camps, help establish settlements. The work was brutal, the weather was unforgiving, and supplies were difficult to transport. Months passed. Then something terrible began happening. Workers started dying, one after another. The deaths came so quickly that surviving laborers struggled to keep up with the burials. Eventually, bodies were transported to a nearby island. There, simple wooden crosses were placed above shallow graves. The island would later become known as Isla de los Muertos, the Island of the Dead. Chapter 3, A Silence of Secrets. What makes this story so mysterious is the lack of reliable records. Nobody kept detailed accounts of the deaths. No official investigation occurred. No doctors documented the victims. And the company responsible offered very little explanation. Over time, stories began spreading. Locals whispered that workers had been abandoned. Others believed they were deliberately sacrificed for profit. Some claimed the company wanted to avoid paying wages. Whether these stories contained truth or not remains unknown. But one fact is certain. Dozens of men died under suspicious circumstances. And nobody could explain why. Chapter 4, Theories of Death. Theory 1, Starvation and Scurvy. The most widely accepted explanation is starvation. Patagonia's harsh environment made food supplies unreliable. Fresh fruits and vegetables were almost non-existent. Without vitamin C, workers could develop scurvy. Symptoms include weakness, bleeding gums, exhaustion, and eventually death. If supply shipments failed to arrive on time, entire camps could have faced severe malnutrition. Could starvation alone explain so many deaths? Possibly, but not everyone is convinced. Theory 2, Poisoned food. Another theory suggests contaminated flour or food supplies. If a shipment became tainted by chemicals, mold, or toxins, many workers could have become sick at the same time. Supporters of this theory point to the sudden nature of the deaths. However, no physical evidence remains to confirm it. The truth may have disappeared long. Theory 3, Murder and corporate greed. This is the darkest theory. Some believe company managers intentionally abandoned workers. Others suggest laborers were left without adequate food to reduce costs. Over time, rumors evolved into accusations of mass murder. But there is no direct proof. No witnesses, no confessions, only suspicion. And suspicion is not enough to solve a mystery. Chapter 5, The Modern Investigation. Nearly a century later, researchers attempted to uncover the truth. Archaeologists visited the island. They examined several graves. What they found was disappointing. The wet, acidic soil had destroyed most of the human remains. Any evidence that could reveal the cause of death had vanished. The bodies had been buried for too long. Nature had erased the clues. Investigators were left with more questions than answers. The mystery remained unsolved. Chapter 6, The Island Today. Today, Isla de los Muertos is quiet. The wooden crosses still stand against the cold Patagonian winds. Visitors who arrive by boat often describe an eerie atmosphere. The island feels frozen in time. Each cross marks a life lost. A worker who left home seeking opportunity and never returned. No family received clear answers. No official report provided closure. Only silence remains. And silence can be terrifying. More than 100 years later, the island of the dead continues to guard its secret. Were the workers victims of disease, poison, neglect, or something even darker? We may never know, but somewhere beneath those weathered crosses lies the truth, waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this mystery, subscribe to True Crime Vault Archive and turn on notifications for more unsolved cases, dark histories, and forgotten mysteries from around the world. Question for viewers. Right finger, what do you think happened on Isla de los Muertos? Was it a tragic accident, or a cover-up? Fade to black.